Hey guys, Variant Lifestyle is a premium clothing brand that lets you express yourself through your fashion. Head over to variantlife.com, that's Variant Life, VARIANTLIFE.com, and use promo code FLUKE, FLUKE, for 30% off your entire order. All right, welcome back, guys. My name is Lucas, and welcome back to the Big Mad Podcast for another episode. And I'm excited today because a couple things. I will be introducing a guest here shortly who has never been on the podcast before. I have him muzzled right now, so he's not allowed to talk, but we'll get to that. My other announcement is the podcast is back on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, some other randoms that I don't know. So that's great. And I'm excited for that because I had to take everything down because of the pandemic and financial situations. And you guys don't pay me enough to do this. So, I couldn't invest any more money. But if you did notice, there was an ad at the beginning of this podcast. So your boy's sold out. Your boy's trying to make money. And just by you listening to that ad, I made money. So if you want to support the podcast, that is a super easy way to do it, is to just listen to me talk about an ad. I think it was 50 seconds. So not too long at all. As part of this same thing, I do have like a custom website for it in which you can support the podcast by a monthly subscription. And you can do 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month, or $9.99 a month. And if you truly care and you're a true fan of the podcast and you actually care about my success and you're a real one, you at least subscribe to one of those tiers. Dude, I know you guys can afford 99 cents a month. Don't make me beg for it, even though I already am. But anyway, besides the point, I'm excited about all that news. But without further ado, I would like to introduce my guest who has never been on the podcast before, Jake. Welcome to the show, Jake.
Thanks, man. It's good to be here. Super excited about this.
So I understand that you have a stand-up that is a Netflix special that is coming to Netflix here in the next couple weeks. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I'm super huge on Netflix. Netflix definitely knows who the hell I am.
Yeah. So maybe the guests and anyone listening might know who you are and are familiar with your stand-up.
Everyone knows who I am. I'm super famous. I'm like, who would I be if I was a stand-up comic? Who am I like? I'm basically the Tom Segura of Morton, Illinois. That's how I would describe myself. That's not how anybody else would describe me.
I mean, I would say you're a more energetic Tom Segura.
Energetic Tom Segura. I will take that.
Yeah, I could see it.
Tom's a good guy. Good old Tom.
And both your arms work right now.
Both my arms work right now. Suck it, Tom. Like, I think he did something to his knee, too.
Did he?
He, wrecked his body playing basketball. That guy is ruined.
I saw that there's a group page on Facebook that had his default picture of the group, and it would, recommend the group to me because, I follow a couple of the comedians related to him. Mm-hmm. And it was just him laying on the floor in the gym with his arm,
just completely fucked up. His arm is backwards, and I can imagine how bad that hurt.
It makes me uncomfortable just to see it.
Dude, I broke my arm in the 2nd grade, and I still think about it. And I'm almost 22 years old, and I was like, God, I hope I never go through that again.
Dude.
As if it was, some traumatic thing that happened. I just fell.
No. Dude, straight up, so I've broken my arm twice. And I'm still not over that shit, man. So,
dude, it's the worst.
It's traumatizing, dude.
You can't use your arm. You take your arm for granted.
You really do.
You never. I just got my knee tattooed. I didn't realize how much I used my knee to, close shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I've tried to shut so many doors and been like, fuck.
Bumping them with your knee.
Yeah, just, try and close it. And I'm just like, oh, I'm an idiot. Might have to get this touched up now.
Oh, yeah, because you touched it.
That was the deepest pain that I have ever been in.
What was worse, the broken arm or the tattoo?
I would rather break my arm again than get my
no shit.
Tattooed. But yeah, just because, at least when I broke my arm, I could go somewhere and be like, fix this, make the pain go away. When I was getting my kneecap tattooed, I didn't get to ride the endorphin ride that you get when you're like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. hurt me, draw blood. It doesn't matter anymore because he's the only one in his tattoo shop now. So it's just him, and he's got customers coming in. He had like 6 or 7 customers come in, so he's got to stop tattooing me, go and talk to people.
Oh, that's so annoying.
And I'm like, ugh. And then he comes back and he's like, are you ready? And I'm like, no, I need to hug my mom. Like, this hurts so bad. Like, stop.
Make it go away.
Like, I wanted to tell him that I had to go home. Because like, I was like, dude, this is the worst. But I knew
then you would have to come back.
I would have to come back, and I would have to wait for, like, what he had already done to heal. And I wasn't going to do that.
So, as it stands right now, do you need to get it touched up? Did you check it after you tried to close the door with it?
I don't think I need to get it touched up. It's still just a little dry. I've cut holes in a lot of my jeans.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, I noticed you're wearing pants, but I guess the whole knee is blown out.
The knee is gone. I cut these today. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. It needs to breathe, but I want to be warm because it's like 4 outside.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I love, like, the dedication to, like, relieving the pain where it's like, hey, these are jeans, and I don't know if they're nice jeans for you, per se, but they're still jeans you paid for. Like, you know what? Fuck these jeans. We're going to cut a hole in them, and I'm going to walk around with, like, a big square section missing in my pants.
Exactly. It doesn't. I need to wear looser pants. I got these from the girls section. So, like, they were snug when I put them on, and I was just like, I can't walk around with these and have my knee be tender as shit.
Yeah. So it relieved some tension.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
So I understand, you're not a fan of whiskey. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah, back in the Dizzy.
The Dizzy,
when I used to be a drinker, and I just cannot, like, these people that lie to you, and they're like, they take a sip and they do that bullshit where they go, oh yeah, it's got a real rich oaky taste. What the fuck do you mean by that? You're not better than me. That's what they're saying. They're like,
I'm sophisticated.
My taste buds make your taste buds look like bitches. And oaky isn't something you should use to describe anything. When I think of oak, I think of the tree. Yeah. Like a normal person. I'm not like...
Well, so who was the person to define oaky taste? Did they, like, lick a fucking tree?
Did you just go up to a tree and splinter the shit out of your mouth? Like, what are you... These people.
Ooh, this drink tastes like wood.
This tastes like wood.
And they...
Gross.
Wood.
Gross. That's terrible.
That doesn't sound like a fun experience to me.
That doesn't... I don't think that would sound fun to any... If you tried to describe a drink to me as oaky, I wouldn't have, whether it was whiskey or not, I would have been like, what kind of world do you live in?
Who's this guy? What is he talking about?
Exactly. That shit is so annoying. That really, really bothers me. Because whenever I go places and people are drinking and they're like, oh, dude, you would love this. It's got like this oaky, smoky flavor.
Smoky.
And, smoky is another, I smoke American Spirit menthols, and I'm like, if a drink tasted like this, I would for sure hate it. But, like, I like how it tastes when I breathe it in, because it makes me feel better. And if this didn't give me the same boost that a cigarette gave me, I would hate this. No one would like that. No one would like the smoky taste of a cigarette.
I mean, at that point, if you're talking about oaky and smoky in the same sentence and it's something you're drinking, I mean, are you drinking a forest fire? Because that's what that sounds like.
It sounds like... I guess the complete opposite of that would be like, what would it be like to smoke a Four Loko? Like,
yeah.
That's you would never do that if you could... First of all, if anyone out there can create a smokable Four Loko, I would love to try it. But not like on a Tuesday or like just like a regular day of the week. I'm gonna save it for a special occasion. These guys are busting out like giant whiskey bottles or bourbon bottles, and it's like a regular day, and they're like, oh yeah, I love the smoky taste. I love how it burns all the way down.
I love how I can tell what point in my digestive process the alcohol is.
Exactly. If I can feel it all the way down my tract. Like, ew. Like,
oh, this is so fun. I don't...
you're not having fun. You're not having fun. You're in pain, and you don't want to show it because there's a girl around, dude. Like,
right? You just want to make sure you can get the first couple gulps down to where it goes down a little bit easier after that buzz kicks in.
Yeah, you want to cough, but you can't.
Yeah,
you want to cough, man. Just cough. You know what? The girl's gonna be able. If there was a girl around and you were drinking whiskey to try and impress a girl, and you didn't want to cough, just cough. Be the goofy guy.
that's
They
true.
like the goofy guy more than they like the lumberjack that drinks the smoky wood drinks. Like, be the fun guy.
Just being a fucking tryhard. No, I'm fine, bro. None. I'm good.
I like how I need to go to I feel like I need to go to the hospital right now. And then I love that feeling in my body.
Yeah, you're right, though. Be the goofy guy and just embrace it. And I think just any amount of confidence will, like, get you through any, like, social situation like that.
I feel like you're more likely to see boob if you're the goofy guy.
The
Like,
goofy
for
guy
sure.
sees boob.
Goofy guys definitely see boobs.
Can you attest to this?
Dude, I've been the goofy guy all my life. I've had the same girlfriend for 2 years. I think her parents are going to listen to this. I'm sorry, guys. I've seen boob. I've seen boob.
Maybe we'll cut that out.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
I was trying to help you out, bro. Hey,
I've been around for 2 years. Like, what? Come on,
hey,
guys.
you know what? You can't expect the goofy guy to not have seen boob in his past because the goofy guy sees boob.
The goofy guy is where it's at. That's just who you want to be in the group. You want to be the fun guy that everybody wants to be around.
True. No, I definitely think that's 100% true. That's that charisma that these fucking lumberjack wannabes just don't have.
It's because they're embarrassed to be goofy.
This is true.
Those are the guys that make fun of people that guys that paint their nails.
Oh yeah,
Those are the guys.
It's just
that
toxic
are just
males.
Like, the toxic guys that have to be guys.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you cool it, dude? Wear a pair of tighter pants. You don't need to. You don't. Not everything has to be Carhartt. Like, it's toxic men
Yeah.
bringing down other dudes.
Yep. We could almost add Carhartt to the color spectrum wheel.
Exactly, because it's that distinct, like, tan yellow little thing.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if like those type of men are just like fully embracing that brand as like a personality trait. But I don't know, man. It's like it's my Carhartt jacket with my Carhartt shirt and a Carhartt hat, and I work on cars.
Trucks. Those are the same guys.
Yeah.
Their truck costs more than their house by
Yeah.
like a lot. And they're like, I don't see anything wrong with my life. You don't see one thing.
Hey, that 16-year-old girl's hot.
I love Papa Roach and my chain wallet. I love it.
I love those dudes with their trucks because they'll have these big lifted trucks. They'll have all the bells and whistles on them, but it's like a 2002 F-150 that's like kind of beat up. So it's like an old car. It's like, hey, instead of putting a lift kit on it or these like $1,200 tires, why don't you fix the rust? Why don't you fix all the other shit that's broken? Yeah, the air conditioner don't work, but it's lifted. So, you know, I got halo ring lights that bright everybody down the road.
It's awesome. You know how much pussy I get in this fucking truck.
As he jumps out of the truck because he's short. You know this
He's
guy's
short. This guy is short. There is no like 6'3" man that's out there like, I love my Carhartt. I love my truck.
Yep.
I don't really care about my house that much. I smoke inside.
Yeah. Spot on impression.
God.
Those guys are always short, and you know this.
They're definitely short. They're short, not to bash on short kings. If you're short, great.
Well,
You can suck a titty standing up. Like,
and if they're goofy, they're gonna see it.
if they're goofy, you're gonna see that titty, and you're definitely gonna suck it.
Goofy
But
short guys kind of have like haven't made. They're like right in the perfect position.
They're not threatening.
Yeah.
Like, as a 6-foot dude, one time my phone died in public, and I forget that I'm like tall, and to me, I'm still the scrawny little 13-year-old from Morton. So I don't think that I'm threatening, but I was like, excuse me, ma'am, to this woman, only woman on the street. I was like, can I borrow your phone? And she like backed up crazy fast. And I was like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I have to check the forecast before I go outside, because if it's too windy, I'll be fucked. Like, I'll fall over. I don't understand why I was like, oh wait, I'm 6'3". I need to really watch what I say to people, because to some people I'm a threat. I never thought that I would be a threat to somebody.
Jake's existence is a threat. My boy tall.
I guess I looked violent. I don't know. Did I like? I was wearing.
It's got to be the knee tattoo, bro.
Dude, knee tattoos. Don't get your knee tattooed if you want to be a threat to strange women. That is
how you don't see boob.
That's how you don't see boob. I'll never see boob again.
I mean, you got your girlfriend. So
I have my girlfriend. Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah, you good.
Gosh.
My thing with like height issues and stuff is that whole little man syndrome thing. Like, no one notices you're short until you start acting like an asshole.
No one notices you're short until you start acting like you're short, dude.
Exactly.
Like
if you just were like short and just like with the crowd and like you're just being chill, normal. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck, man. It's just like you said, you don't even think about you being tall. It's not like you're walking around tall like, yeah, everybody's looking at me right now because I'm tall. It's just like, no, I'm 13.
No, I'm 13 years old. I'm still to this day waiting to go through puberty. I'm almost 22, and I'm like, come on, man. I want to be big and strong. Like,
I still can't take my shirt off in public because I don't have armpit hair.
Dude, I actually started shaving my armpits.
No shit?
Dude, yeah. It's one of the best things I've ever started doing in my life. Dude, I don't sweat so much anymore. I can wear colored shirts again, like gray. I've missed gray so much.
Gray, yeah.
Goes all the way down, and you're like, God, I look gross in public.
Oh, what was I was watching something the other day, and it was like a professional setting, and I saw this dude just had like the worst sweat pits. I was like, and he's on TV. He's like dressed in something nice. And I was like, I know that guy's pain, and I feel for him because that sucks.
Oh yeah, like, but if you're a performer, like if you're like an artist. Like, if you're in a band or anything like that, and you're on stage, you're gonna sweat no matter what. Like, when we used to play at the Rail in Peoria, and whenever we would do that, I would, no matter what. I one time wore just booty shorts in there, and I left, and I was just covered. And I was like, it's like December. Like, I should not be this gross right now, but I am.
Well, I imagine some of those venues get like 105 degrees with all the people and stuff, and like the instruments emitting heat and whatever the hell else goes on.
And the lights and everything. Just like there's that one asshole that's always vaping. And you're just... if you're the guy that vapes at a show, go and fuck yourself. I hate that guy. That one guy that's just all... looks like he's sucking on a fucking lightsaber, and you're just like, dude, just smoke cigarettes, okay? I'd rather you smoke a cigarette in my face than vape from across the room. Don't do that.
I die laughing, and every time I see this when I'm on the road, I want to honk and just cheer when I am at a stoplight and the car in front of me, like it'll be like probably in the summer because the people's windows are down, and I just see a vape cloud come out the car's window.
Just, oh God, yeah. You have an underage girlfriend in there, sir.
Spot on.
Yeah. You are not doing anything you're supposed to be doing right now.
And it's definitely a Honda Civic.
Oh my God. My brother wanted to buy a Honda Civic for his next car.
Out of it?
I was like, please don't.
Yeah,
please don't, dude. I didn't want him to look like the high school guy.
Yeah.
That shows up that's like way older than all of the high school kids there.
Going to the basketball games, and
he brought the alcohol to the bonfire at the local park. Like, also, but I'm really glad I had the Honda Civic guy come to my bonfires because there was alcohol there. I was like,
I mean, I think when you're in high school, the Honda Civic guy works. We all, like, I think from my experience in high school, everyone embraces the Honda Civic guy because of the alcohol. But
Because
everyone's like,
you need the Honda
because
Civic
you
guy.
need the Honda Civic guy.
But once you get to Honda Civic guy's age, you're like, you look at Honda Civic guy and you're like, why are you hanging out with children?
You're fucking
like
bum.
you need to like. There's police reports against you. There's something wrong. Your vape is huge.
Yeah.
Dude, fix your life.
Yeah,
Like,
what's going on, bro? He probably, those guys definitely get the hookup on the big vape things. They have those big contractions because he probably works at the vape shop.
works at the vape shop. Vape shop guy is definitely, oof. Don't be that guy.
Don't be the vape shop guy.
Nobody wants to be vape shop guy. You know who nobody wants to be, Lucas? And I can tell you this from a musician's standpoint.
All right.
I've played in hardcore bands. I played in metalcore bands. I played in an indie band that I got kicked out of. But you know what? You should never be? You should never be a Beatles fan. If you're the person, I had this interaction the other day where I got in a lot of trouble because I said I fucking hate the Beatles. And I stand by that. I stand by it, and I'll explain it. The Beatles suck. That's like saying that the Beatles is your favorite band. They always say it the same way. They're like, where you ask somebody, oh, what's your favorite band? And they're like, oh, I'd have to pick a classic, like the Beatles. And you're like, okay. The same situation would be like if you went up to somebody and you're like, what do you like to do in your time? And they said, oh, I like to drink. And I was like, okay, what's your favorite cocktail? Oh, I like to go to any fast food restaurant and just mix all the sodas together. It's like that's a cocktail when you're a child.
Yeah.
But like it's grown, you've grown, branch out. There's like you could make a Jack and Coke. Literally anything else other than that with alcohol and a little spice or something. Like
and it's so simple.
AC/DC. Not that recent, but it's something better than the Beatles. They wouldn't exist without the Beatles. And I can't deny that the Beatles did change music, but come on, Beatles fans, fuck you. Like,
what are Beatles fans doing in 2021?
Beatles fans they have their record players that are way too big, or they got them from Urban Outfitters. The Urban Outfitters record player, and they are just sitting on the couch. They're binge watching something new, and they're not doing anything.
Watching the latest like trending show just for the sake of like conversation at their job, not actually enjoying the show.
Yeah, just so they can talk to everybody else that's actually cool.
Yeah.
And like,
have you watched Tiger King, bro?
Dude, Tiger King. Did you hear he got pardoned?
No, I thought he didn't.
I saw on Snapchat the trending thing or whatever page. It was like a direct quote from the Tiger King saying, I was too gay to be pardoned by President Trump. I was like, oh, yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. I'm not going to look into this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell everybody what I think about this quote. And I'm too gay to get pardoned was really a bold move to say.
Yeah.
I mean, because that could go either way. Like, he needed me to be pardoned to make himself look better, or he didn't pardon me because I'm too gay.
Yeah, that's true. That headline is so ambiguous, it could go in either direction. However, from what I know on this subject, on Trump's last day of presidency, you can expect a bunch of pardons. We all knew it was coming. And so Joe Exotic thought he was going to be on that list. So what he did is he rented a limo and had it waiting outside the prison for like his grand exit from prison. And then Trump never pardoned him. And that was the end of it. And I guess he's asking like now President Joe Biden, he's asking him for a pardon and shit. And dude's a meme.
He's never gonna not be a cartoon character.
He's a cartoon character, but yeah, absolutely.
I loved when that person got their arm bit off. And
yeah.
They like Joe comes out in a paramedic coat. And, like, as if he had any authorization, like, he knew at all what he was doing. If you go back and watch Tiger King, he comes out in a paramedic coat,
I'd missed
and he's
that.
like, I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Oh, I do, because that memed.
And he's like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. An employee got their arm bit off. You don't know what to do. What are you going to do? Like, get a blowtorch, like, burn it shut? What? There's no supplies at this, like, ranch that you own.
That dude was so egotistical. He wanted to be everything because he was the fucking country singer. He ran for governor of whatever state they were in, or mayor or some shit. He ran for political office.
Yeah, I think it was governor.
Yeah. Wanted to be the Tiger King. He called himself king. And then apparently wanted to be a paramedic too.
Dude, the guy's all over the place, and
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. A huge fan.
I guess there's merit in someone just being like, hey, fuck everything. I'm going to do whatever I want. I don't care if it makes sense.
I'm gonna do everything, so fuck everything.
Yeah.
That's so fucking... God. Dude, he had so many piercings.
Yeah.
Like, just on his face.
Yeah.
I was like, really? You're gonna... Like, I love piercings. I used to have my nose pierced. I want to get my tongue pierced and, like, gauges. I want to get it all. But, like, he had so many piercings on one area that it was, like, pulling an ear down. And I was like, dude, it's going to fall off. You're going to tear your ear off.
Then he can't wear a mask during the pandemic.
Can't do anything. You can't do anything now because of the pandemic. But,
Right.
But the main thing to take away from all that is fuck Beatles fans. And they're the worst.
Yeah, sorry, Beatles fans. All one of them that listens to my podcast is probably raging right now.
Good.
Jake says he doesn't give a fuck.
I don't care.
So I'm kind of backtracking here. I was going to ask that if you were in a band, because for some reason I thought you were in a band, and obviously you've already said you were.
Yeah, I'm in a band.
So I'm curious. Are you currently in a band?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right on. You didn't get kicked out of it.
No, I didn't get kicked out of this one. I started this one, so I get to kick people out. But I did get kicked out of my last band. I did get kicked out.
I guess I kind of have a couple questions.
Yeah, lay them on me.
I'm curious if you want to talk about why you got kicked out of the band, because it has to be a good story. I can only imagine.
They told me it was because of distance. Because they lived in one city, and I lived in a different city, and I was like, guys, I can't drive there every day. It's like a 2-hour drive. I can't make that every single day. I got a job. And that worked for a while, but I was on second shift at the time, so I was just like, yeah, this isn't really working. And then I found out that I was kicked out when they had a show in Chicago, and I was like, oh, I can make this show, guys. I'll be there. Let's fucking rage in Chicago. And they were like, listen, it's not you. It's me and everybody else in the band. We're going to go with this guy.
Ouch.
And I was like, oof. That stung for a little bit. But then I was just like, you know what? It was an indie band. Not my style at all. But I was just like, you know what? I like the people. I'll be in the band. Right. But, yeah. They're doing great. They're on Spotify. They're called The Hangovers. 10 out of 10.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. I mean, not for me, 10 out of 10. But they're there. And that might be for some people.
Well, so what's your band now?
We're called Five Gundams Confirmed, which is an anime reference, and we are an anime-themed hardcore band.
That's actually sick, because I don't imagine there's a lot of those.
There's the one that I like is called Alpha Wolf, and they're like a huge inspiration to what I work on, and they're just super cool. I think they're from Australia, and one of my bass players sent them to me, and they were like, you should check these guys out. And I was like, we should start a band that's solely based on anime, and not like, because I know that Alpha Wolf does branch out and do other stuff, but like all anime. And that was just like, what was your favorite anime growing up? And I was just like, always like the big robots. Let's go with Gundam.
Yeah.
So that's just what we decided to do. Album comes out in May, hopefully.
Oh, no shit?
Yep.
Album comes out in May. BMP listeners, be on the lookout for
5 Gundams confirmed.
5 Gundams confirmed on. You gonna put on Spotify?
I'm gonna put it on everything I can: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I'm gonna try and do it all. I'm gonna try and put it on everything.
Nice, dude. That's sick. Have you had any shows, or did you guys start like during the pandemic?
We started during the pandemic.
Okay.
And I was just like, I'd been friends with my bass player since high school, and I was just like, dude, let's start a heavy ass band and make it super funny. And he was like, yeah, all right, of course, that sounds sick.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 guitar players from a different band that I was in, and I was like, you guys are super old. You're like, one of my guitar players has all gray hair and it hangs down to his ass, and he's super weird. And I was like, I need you in this band. And he was like, right on, man. And
I can only imagine that's a spot on impression.
That's a spot on Dan Williams, I swear to God. And then I got another guitar player that I used to play with like a year ago, and I was just like, you gotta just, if you can shred, come and play with us. And we're trying to build our own studio, but like, because obviously we can't get into a studio now with everything going on, so I'm trying to make one. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
That shit is hard. Dude, we've got soundproofing. We're nailing like eggshell. It's like recycled egg cartons. And we gotta hang them all over the walls. And we gotta just, we had one mic. I just ordered like a ton of different microphones just for my drum set. I'm trying to figure out how to record guitars. Never had to record guitar before.
Yeah.
I'm the drummer for a reason.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. So much tedious work.
Why don't you use like blankets?
Blankets? We have blankets around us too.
Oh, okay. As I say, I know blankets are really good.
Oh yeah, I tried mattresses.
Yeah.
When we brought like 3 mattresses up into the studio, and I was like, oh my God, this was so much work. And we had 1 microphone at the time, so I was just like, this isn't gonna work. All my drums, you can just hear cymbals. And I was like, this is not the sound I'm aiming for.
Yeah. I know a really quality microphone goes a long way. With, recording music. But that's cool. I don't know. I'd like, when shit opens back up, maybe you can get in a studio or have someone help you build a studio. That way you guys can get the album out.
Yeah, I would like to get it out this year, hopefully.
Yeah.
But like, if it doesn't work out, then I'll just push the day back. It's not like I've got.
It's true.
I haven't really like announced. I changed my name on Twitter to 5 Gundams confirmed, and I've had a couple people be like, "Is that the name of the band?" And I was like, "Yeah, but this is just my Twitter account. I just thought it was a cool name, so I'm going with it."
Yeah.
It's like I'm not
ready to make the announcement.
Not really forcing my music on anybody just yet.
True.
Just yet. Eventually, all my followers on Twitter will be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" But
another post. Hey, I'll give you a retweet on the BMP Twitter.
Hell yeah!
All like 7 of my followers.
All 7. Whatever, man. As soon as I can't wait to post. I was on this. I've been telling everybody that I was going to be on here.
No shit.
I was like, I texted all my friends. I was like, you guys, I'm going to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah, bro. Yeah, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, a bunch of other randoms. And while I'm plugging shit, follow the Twitter. It's at BigMadPod, BigMadPod. Yeah, I just had to because I forgot to do that in the beginning, so I want to make sure people know about my Twitter. Trying to get Twitter.
Yeah.
Dude, I was really excited about my Twitter today because I decided to post about the stock market shit going on. So I know, man.
Like GameStop?
Yeah.
What the dude? Fuck GameStop. But how?
It's hilarious.
Like,
so did you get in on any of it?
I haven't. No, I've only seen that GameStop is suddenly aren't they doing like crazy well?
Yeah. So I don't want to be one of those guys. Well, actually, this is all the stuff that's going on. But like, I've traded stocks a little bit. Now, I'm not even saying I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying I had the Robinhood app, and I would put money in it, and I would either lose money or regain money. I don't know how it worked, but I've been there. Mm-hmm. And once I saw it popping off, I tried to buy it, and Robinhood like declined it, and that's when like they're under heavy scrutiny right now by like because they shut down the purchase of GameStop stock. It's hard to say. They shut it down, and that's like market fixation. That's literally 150,000,000% illegal. They're blocking, and because what happens when you can't buy the stock, it drops. They knew that. They were killing the stock because hedge funds and Wall Street was going bankrupt.
God.
I don't want to get into a whole thing.
I just know nothing about this, so I know if I weigh in on it, I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot.
I'll just go real quick on it because like this has been consuming me for the last couple days, and I'm a fucking nobody. I don't know jack shit about Wall Street, the stock exchange. I've learned a lot in the last couple days. I'm not gonna say I know what I'm talking about, but this is my understanding. Take it or leave it. All right. So basically, there's a group on Reddit that follows like Wall Street and stuff. It's called Wall Street Bets. And they just kind of like keep eyes on stuff. It's just regular dudes like us. Mm-hmm. And they noticed that a bunch of like billionaire hedge funds and billionaire companies were calling for, they were shorting GameStop stock. And what that means is they're predicting that GameStop is going to drop. The stock is going to go down drastically. So they borrow shares at the price that it's at that time. And then with their prediction of it going down, they'll sell them back for the lesser value, and thus they keep the difference and they've profited, right?
Yeah.
So all these people on that Wall Street Bets on Reddit saw these billionaires doing that, and for whatever, GameStop is just a meme, apparently. They call them meme stocks because it's a joke. They bought GameStop ironically. That was because GameStop's obviously failing. Like the brick and mortar video game industry is dying, so that's why it was easy to predict that GameStop stock would go down because it's not a valuable business to invest in.
It's royally fucked. Yeah.
So, in spite of billionaires, all those Redditors were like, you know what? Let's fuck them over. Let's all buy GameStop stock because that's going to drive the price up. So, it was like $30 a share for GameStop. All these people from Reddit, just mass amounts of buying. Eventually, the stock gets up to like $400. GameStop is not worth that. That is just asinine.
Yeah, GameStop is not worth that. Please don't buy GameStop.
No. We do want people to buy it because we're fucking over billionaires, man.
Oh, well, then yeah, fuck
it's
over
hilarious.
Fuck over billionaires, but
also fuck GameStop.
But also fuck GameStop.
Well, see, now that they've gotten all this influx of money, they have no excuse to give us like 45 cents for our game trade-ins.
Yeah, GameStop. Reddit saved GameStop so fucking hard.
They did.
They owe us so much shit.
And what's the hilarious part about this is all those hedge funds that called for that stock to drop, they had to sell their shares back, but now at a massively inflated price. So they lost billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. I don't know the exact figures, but it's in the billions.
Good.
So, yeah, I think one of the hedge funds is going to file for bankruptcy because of this.
Jesus Christ.
This is like,
yo, Reddit, what's good?
Yeah. It's like the fucking institution of the stock exchange just got gamed by a bunch of like memers on Reddit. A bunch of like people just making memes.
How does it feel to get gamed by the gamer?
Right?
You pieces of shit.
So it's really funny how that all happened. I tried to get on it because people were making money hand over fist. If you bought GameStop stock like before it got up, dude, you were killing it. And what's even funnier about some of these people that bought into it, they didn't want it for the money. They just wanted to fuck over the billionaires. So when they got all this profit, they fucking like donated it to charities and shit.
That's alpha, man. That's alpha. That's so alpha.
100% about fucking over these Wall Street people. And that, to me, fuels me. I absolutely love this.
That's terrific. If you were one of the people that donated that money to charity, sick.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a pretty funny story. And it's, our stock exchange, like the whole thing is like fucked right now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's a clusterfuck.
That has got to be absolute hell to work just in that.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, well, got to figure this out today.
Well, Robinhood and a couple other, like, I don't know if there's other, I know Robinhood for sure. They basically, the next day after this happened, they're like, all right, nobody can buy GameStop stock. They blocked it. Illegal. That's 100% illegal. They can't do that. But they did it, and they only allowed you to sell. So that dropped the stock. So then they got a bunch of backlash for it. And, the government might get involved at this point. And so they allowed people to buy stocks the following day, which was today, by the way.
Which billionaire do you think paid Robin Hood to be like, cut it off?
Exactly. That is exactly what happened, man. But the irony in all this is the app's name is Robin Hood. So a bunch of poor people
people just did some Robin Hood ass shit.
They did
man.
Robin Hood shit with the Robin Hood app. It's hilarious, man.
Perfect. Attaboy Robin Hood.
And then donated it to charity. So it's like 100% the story of Robin Hood, and ironically used the medium of Robin Hood.
That's elegant. That's perfect.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, sorry going off on a tangent on that, but that's like all I've been reading for the last 3 days.
Thing is, I'd seen it, and I was like, I could click on this, or I could keep scrolling. And I chose to keep scrolling, and then people were talking about it, and I was just like, shit, I don't know anything about this. So I'm glad that I now know. I can talk about this at work. I can be like, guys, you're never going to believe this.
Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious because they bought into GameStop. It was like they did it as a joke because who cares about GameStop? No one cares.
I haven't been to a GameStop in easily
Dude,
years.
everything video game is like, if you want to play video games, it's all digital. You can just sit on your couch and order a game.
Yeah, or like whenever I'm out getting groceries, I swing through a Target and I'm just like, all right, they have a games section. I'm not going to go to a GameStop and get absolutely fucked. I'm just going to go to the fucking electronics aisle.
Well, and they don't give you shit for your trade-ins, so they have no value. Like, because Walmart doesn't accept trade-ins or Target doesn't accept trade-ins, so that's like, that was GameStop's thing, was the trade-ins.
Yeah, Mega Replay.
Yeah,
really just absolutely was like, yeah, we're going to be fair to you. And everyone was like, oh my God.
Oh.
Mega Replay, stop it.
It's like the meme where the guy is with his girlfriend, but he's looking back at the other girl.
He's looking back at the other lady, yeah. That's exactly what Mega Replay is, the other woman that you didn't expect.
Yep.
God.
Mega Replay is good.
They are pretty good. I really enjoy going in there. I almost bought something. Dude, I collect these little, the little pop-up things?
The Pop Funks?
Yeah, the Funko Pops?
Funko Pops, yeah.
Yeah. I love Dragon Ball Z. And I like collecting the Dragon Ball Z ones. And I went in there and I saw one that I didn't have before. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to buy this with money. And then I took it to the cash register and they were like, all right, that'll be $87.50. And I was like, what? Like almost $100 for this little, like, couple centimeter tall statue? And they were like, yeah. I was like, go fuck yourself. No, I'm not going to do that.
I thought you were going to say like 0.001 Bitcoin.
Like, that's insane that those are such a money maker. Whoever came up with that.
Yeah.
Funko Pop, dude, good for you. Like that.
You're killing it.
You're crushing it. And no one's going to complain. I see people all the time on like just Instagram ads and they've got wall to wall of these Funko Pops. I'm like,
what is it like? Do they get like licensing to like for Dragon Ball Z, for whatever the hell else I know they do like literally everything, like comic book,
just pop culture. I know they have like Supernatural ones, they have Marvel ones.
That's crazy.
Just anything from Funimation. I'm 90% sure that they would have, and that's bananas to me that somebody could just be like, I'm gonna sell little like, fuck, what are those drawings called? Where it's like everything is super exaggerated.
Caricatures.
I'm going to sell like caricature statues of these characters.
Shit, and people don't even unbox them.
Yeah, you don't even take them out of the fucking box. They're just...
They just sit there.
Mine are I have 7 of them, and they're still in the boxes at home right now. And I have them next to my action figures that I also have set up next to them.
Do you have a glow-in-the-dark, like, stars and moons on your ceiling, too?
I don't have those, but I did make an investment not that long ago that I'm a little embarrassed about, and I'm finally ready to talk about it.
Are you okay?
You know those little wax melters?
Yeah, like Sensi's?
They just melt. It's like a candle, but it's with a light bulb.
Yeah.
I bought one of those, and all the guys in my band were like, dude, come on, man. Like, you used to be tough.
You used to drink whiskey with us.
You used to drink whiskey and you would describe it as oaky and smoky. And now you're like, guys, my room smells like watermelons. And it does. And I love it so much.
Look at that fucking corner.
Dude, they're the bee's knees. I
say-
love if you are one of the guys that hates these, I want you to know that you're wrong because you clearly just don't have one.
Yeah.
You just have to get one and then you're like, "Oh my god, I don't have to worry about blowing it out before I leave a room."
Yeah.
And I just maybe if you're feeling a little risky, you could leave it on.
Yeah.
And then go get groceries and come back and your house will still smell like whatever the fuck wax you put into it.
And there's unlimited number of those waxes. Dude, you ever been to Walmart and they have those big bins in the middle of the aisle that's just full of those waxes?
That's where I get my waxes.
Dude,
I swear to God.
I go hard on those. I'm like looking through all of them, opening them up and smelling them and stuff. I could spend like 15 minutes just looking through 99-cent wax.
Yeah, they're
things.
like they're not even like $1. They're
Yeah.
super cheap, and it's why people make fun of those.
Dude, I have no idea.
Beyond me.
I literally right now I have two of them. I have one in that room back there and I have one right there running right now as we speak. And still candles. I fuck with candles too.
Yeah, candles are the shit.
Anything I like smell. I love the good smelling shit. And I'm not ashamed of that. So if anyone's going to roast me for having a wax melter thing, they can eat shit. Because
They can eat shit, dude.
they're
Good
awesome.
smell. You know what? The goofy guys with the candles, they don't only see boob. They see ass. Let me tell you something right now. Lucas sees ass, for sure.
This is true.
Lucas has definitely seen ass before.
And it's because I have wax melters.
Lucas and his wax, man. That's what it is.
And one of my cabinets in my kitchen I have a spot designated to all my waxes. That sounds kind of
That's like
lame
a
when you say-
dream cabinet right there.
It's when I open it, it just all the smells are like, yeah, oh yeah. It's like walking past the Yankee Candle store in the mall or
That's
the Bath
how-
and Body.
Dude,
I have no shame, dude.
Don't. Those are so bitchin'.
Dude, anything that I don't give a fuck who you are. Anything that smells fruity is delicious. There's no
Yeah.
masculine or feminine. Like, it's amazing. If I walked in my house and it smells like watermelon, I'm like, yep, this is awesome.
This is it. I want this in my house. I want my house to smell good.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk in and be like, it smells like construction out in here. That's gross, dude. Light a candle.
The Honda
Like,
Civic guy definitely, he doesn't have a
Honda
candle.
Civic guy doesn't have candles. Don't be Honda Civic guy.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with having a wax melter.
Wax melters are the shit. Mine's a salt rock.
Oh,
It's
one of the
got, like-
Himalayan salt ones?
Yeah, it's got one of those. It's got like a ton of those surrounding it. And it's in like a cage. I'm like, I got it for like $20, and I was just like, this is my favorite investment of 2020.
Put that on the list of best purchases.
Oh yeah, that was a quarantine buy.
That was a quarantine, yeah.
Did you have any like outrageous quarantine buys?
I bought a grill.
You bought a grill?
Yeah.
Okay, did you like order it? And like people in like Minnesota had to build your grill?
No,
and,
I
and,
built
like,
that shit.
You built it? They sent it to you?
So I bought it. I got it at Home Depot, which I live right down the road from.
Oh, okay.
And I bought it online, but then I went to the store pickup. Picked it up. It was in a box in pieces, and I, took like 2 hours to put it together.
That is a fucking quarantine project. What'd you do today? Oh, I built a George Foreman.
Yeah.
I just, what? I'm thinking about having some steaks tonight. That would, that's way cooler than anything I did over quarantine.
Yeah. So these steaks, these steaks, I cooked them on something I built today.
I don't even own a Honda Civic. All right, like I built this. This is mine.
I would say that was my biggest indulgement of quarantine.
That's way cooler than what my.
If you gotta stay home, man, I was like, I'm gonna make a ton of food, and I'm gonna make good food.
Dude, hell yeah. Excellent quarantine purchase. I think my big one, this is pretty bad. You can laugh at this. This is going to be pretty embarrassing. I cannot get facial hair, so I was just online, not searching for this specifically, but they were like, hey,
okay.
Can you, do you need help growing facial hair? And I was like, yeah, I fucking do. And they were like, you should take these pills. And
did you get Hims?
Put this oil on your face. No, it's not even Hims.
Keeps?
It's just, no, it was like a super shady brand. And they were like, you should pay like $20 a month for this. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I did, and I have like so many bottles of it at home because they wouldn't let me cancel my subscription.
Oh, so they just kept sending you shit before you could use it.
Yeah, and I was like, guys, I'm not even done with the first round of pills. And they were like, that sucks. You should like take more of them.
That sucks. We're not stopping.
It didn't help me grow my face hair, but I did get a bonus chest hair. So I'm really excited about that. But I did eventually just cancel the credit card because I was like, I don't know how to stop this. I just keep getting weird facial hair
So you
stuff.
just got rid of the card?
I got rid of the card. I was like, I cut them off at the source. I was like, this is bullshit. I keep getting charged for something I can't even use. Like, how much... I feel like they wanted me to get a bowl, dump the oil in it, and then just kind of, like, rub it in my face until... Like, it was, like, lotion. Like, it would just rub in, then it would go away, and you could put more on until your skin's really thick and gross. And I was like, I'm gonna grow stuff on my face, but not, like, face hair, like fungus.
Yeah.
Like,
something's gonna grow.
Something is gonna grow, and it smelled really bad. I was like, this is... not something I want to spend. I definitely spent like $100 on that shit.
About as much as my grill.
That was... You see how yours was way cooler than mine? That was...
Hey, I appreciate the effort.
I did try and make cool quarantine purchases. That was just... I drew the short stick on my quarantine.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Maybe it takes some time to work, and like a year later, you're just going to have this booming beard.
A year later, I'm going to just absolutely have like a Nick Offerman beard.
Yeah.
I hope I do. That would make me... I want a mustache that I can curl.
Yeah. That fits your vibe.
That would really make me happy.
Well, as a fellow guy who cannot grow facial hair, I feel your pain.
You know what?
I'm right there with you, man.
At least we're the goofy guys. At least we're not Honda Civic guy.
At least we're not Honda Civic guy. That's for sure. Well, let's see. Did you have anything else you wanted to add? Because we are cruising right along here.
Okay, I was told I had to tell one story that dates back when I was 17 years old.
Oh, uh-oh.
17-year-old Jake might as well have been a Honda Civic guy. All right,
we talked shit about it.
We talked shit about it, but Jake Shoemaker used to be a Honda Civic guy, and I went to a work party that I thought was like a cookout. And it wasn't. Like, because I worked at a car dealership, and when the salesman was like, hey, Jake, you want to come to this thing I'm having at my house? You don't think, oh, this is going to end poorly. I'm just like, oh, yeah, this sounds good. So I go there, and everybody was drinking, but I'm a child, so, like, I have, like, a Dr. Pepper, and I'm just like, yeah, this is a good day. I'm outside. There's dogs around me. Nothing weird is about to happen. And then that guy's brother, the guy who invited me, comes up to me, and he was just like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 17. And I was like, he's not trying to figure out my age because I'm not drinking. I've got a Dr. Pepper. I've got a soda.
Yeah.
And it turns out that I was invited to an orgy, and I didn't know. You would do that. I swear to God, this is true. I walked in, and I was like, dude, what's about to happen? Because I just got told that people are about to start, like, fucking each other. And he was like, that's exactly what's about to start happening.
He's like, yeah.
He was like, yeah. Like, brushed it off. Like, it was no big deal. And I was just like, who do you think you are? I'm a child, dude. I got in my car, and I've never driven away faster from a location.
What did the guy say to you? Because you said that the guy told you there was people just about to start fucking.
Yeah, he said it so casually. He was just like, oh, yeah, by the way, that's about to start happening. And I was just like, who do you think you fucking are?
This is so
I'm
casual.
a child, dude. And then I saw him at work the next day. He was just like, a couple people were really disappointed you left.
What?
And I was like, dude, I'm 17 years old. And he was like, you're 17? I was like, I've worked with you for a year, dude. You knew me when I was 16. This is weird, man. And then like I left that job so fast.
They were the Honda Civic guys.
They're still a Honda Civic guy. I swear to God. They're like easily 50 years old now. I was young compared to these guys. It was weird. It was a weird day, but that is definitely something that
the part for
happened.
me is the fact that they a couple people were disappointed you left.
Yeah, I was like, who? First of all, like,
I'm a kid.
Like,
I gotta go to high school tomorrow.
I have like a math test tomorrow. Yeah. I have algebra 2 to worry about. I don't want to worry about this. I'm a child. Like,
All right, dude. I was gonna ask you like what some of your craziest stories were, and I think that was it.
oh man. Okay. That is my craziest story, but I did embarrass myself pretty hard when I was into Hangovers. When I was still the drummer for that band before I got asked to leave, I stood up from my drum set and I walked to the microphone. I kicked my singer off the microphone. And I was just like, hey, I'm the drummer. I don't get to talk to anybody very much because I'm not from this city. I just wanted to say hey. And then I was like, does anybody want to drink from this bottle? And they were like, okay. So a couple people came up and they took a drink from the bottle, and I was like, cool. And then I came up again later, and nobody was like, yeah, I want a drink. So I made fun of the crowd, like, really hard. And I was like, you guys are fucking weak. You guys don't even party here. You guys suck. And they were like, get this guy off the stage. And then I got kicked off the stage.
Oh.
They had the drummer that is their drummer now come in and take my place on my drum set. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, why don't they like me anymore? And my girlfriend, who's still my girlfriend today, was like, I don't know, Jake. Probably because you did exactly what they told you not to do. You took the microphone from the singer once. And they were like, don't do that again. And then you did it again. And then you were also mean to everybody on top of that. So I was like, shit, probably right.
You bullied them.
I bullied the crowd. I'm a bit of an aggressive guy.
Hey, you know what? They couldn't handle it. They couldn't party. They didn't want to hang.
Weaklings.
Yeah, no, I am on your side, dude.
Yeah. You see, when you go to a show, bring energy. Don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna stand in the back.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Have energy.
I've been that guy. But...
That's total Honda Civic guy energy. I'm also that guy constantly because I'm so scared I'm gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so fragile. Tall and skinny guys, we're fragile.
Well, yeah, you said earlier you had to check the weather before you went outside.
Yeah, I'll get blown over, dude. I'm like a kite.
Jake the Kite Shoemaker.
Jake the Kite Shoemaker. That's what all my friends call me.
Oh, okay. I can understand why that stuck. I'm just messing. Yeah, do you have anything else you'd like to say before we sign it off here?
Thank you for fucking having me.
Nah, dude, this has
been awesome.
Yeah, this has been a great podcast, man. Good content.
This is good. I'm glad I came here.
For sure, man. We'll have to get you back on again in a future episode. But for now, I would like to ask all the listeners to follow the Twitter at BIGMADPOD. That's Big Mad Pod. If you're listening on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, please, because it helps. Every little bit helps. Also hit the like button. You should be hitting that like button before the video even starts. I said this in my last episode. If you're a true loyalist to the podcast, you're hitting that. You're liking. The thing is, this shit helps propel the podcast. Views and stuff help propel the podcast. So, like, your boy wants to make some money. And I know you guys want to see me make money. But, all jokes aside, like, I'm just chilling and having a good time. I enjoy doing this. Jake, it was great having you on. I appreciate you finding the house with your math skills.
Thanks for having me, man. I had a blast.
All right. My name's Lucas. His name's Jake. And this is the Big Mad Podcast. And I'll catch you next time.